here for the great city of Red Deer. I'm in one of Red Deer's historic arenas and want to wish you, on behalf of Red Deerians, wish you and Don congratulations on being named to Canada's Walk of Fame. We couldn't be prouder to call you our own, and we couldn't be prouder of the contributions that you have made to hockey and community life in Red Deer. And you have gone on to serve this great country, and you're a much-loved Canadian. Congratulations to you and Don.
Here in Red Deer, I just want to quickly introduce Frank Ryan. Was our play-by-play voice of the Red Deer Rustlers. I was a color man. That made no sense, Frank.
I know.
I was a kid. I was 20. How was I going to tell anybody? I can't spend too long. But Neil Wall's a dear friend. We used to play 1,000,000 table hockey games, go through 1,000 dads, pops, pop shop things for whatever the victory. Pat LaForge, president of the Edmonton Oilers. It's a whole renegade clan. Where's Jerry Tennant? There he is. Jerry, sneak in here. These are all got me my first job in Red Deer and radio, and was with the city of Red Deer, and everybody's just really proud of the chance to join here at Bower Ponds and celebrate our great game. We're going to move.
Hi, Ron. It's Jerry Tennant. I'm thrilled to have this opportunity to congratulate you on having your name on the Canadian Walk of Fame. It's a great honor, and you're a very deserving recipient. I'm standing in front of what used to be the CKRD radio and TV studios in downtown Red Deer. When you started your career back in the late 70s, we hired you as a part-time DJ for what was then CFCR FM radio, and just coincidentally, I started my career with CKRD the same year that you were born in 1960, so we have that connection as well. I'd like to think that those of us who worked with you back then may have played some small part in the path you took to becoming such an outstanding broadcaster and humanitarian. So on behalf of all your former co-workers at CKRD, AM and FM and television, congratulations on this well-deserved honor, and keep up the good work. Red Deer is proud of its hometown hockey hero.
Hi Ron, Ed Shields here from way back when. Congratulations and best wishes from an old friend from your St. Thomas days. Now everything is, I should have showed you this. This is my Mets hat, of course. The Yankees didn't make it, so I'm a Mets fan now. And Albuquerque is still ALBUQUERQUE. Thanks very much for your kind words in your book and on TV. My family and I really, really appreciated it. And we're quite a few people all around here very, very proud of you. Thank you so much. And thanks so much for your good work. Continue. God bless. Thanks, Ron.
Hello, Ron. Congratulations on a job well done. You're well deserving of this recognition. I am so very proud to know you from the past and the present, and hopefully for the future, and I wish you all the best. As I said in grade 10, and you have quoted me, that your ability to talk would either get you into trouble or make you money, and you were accountable on both accounts. Again, thank you and congratulations, Ron. Bye-bye.
Hi, Ron. It's Krush. Just want to say congratulations to you and Dawn on your star in the Walk of Fame. And just a quick story. I remember in high school when you were working at CKRD, we'd go up the back stairs to visit you at 3 or 4 in the morning and bring you a cold beverage. And then us trying to be quiet when you would have to go on the air to talk. And I don't think we did a very good job of that. But again, congratulations, Ron and Don, and hope to see you soon. Bye.
Hey, Ron, congratulations on your induction into the Walk of Fame. And thanks for all the good times you've shown me in the All-Star Hockey Games, the Oktoberfest in Kitchener, and sailing around in the Virgin Islands. And it was very nice to be around with you, and it's a pleasure to be with you all the time in these situations. And so pop a top again and stay thirsty, my friend. And another time, one person asked me, he said to me, "John, have you ever seen Ron drunk and passed out?" I says, "Hell, He's been on the floor more than Johnson's wax. All the best, Ron. Take care.
Hi, Ron. I just wanted to take a moment to congratulate you on your induction into the Canada Walk of Fame. Yes, I'm in my vehicle. Yes, I'm on the road. But I didn't want this opportunity to go by without sending greetings from your family. I think the beauty of this award for you is that fame was never the end goal. You pursued a career based on the love of a game and to celebrate the people who play that game. I also think that your career in part is due to the best qualities of your parents being passed on to you. Your mom passed on a sharp mind and a quick wit, and of course the genuine kindness of your father. I love that a piece of Red Deer is being cemented into a sidewalk in Toronto. Your two worlds have officially come together. Enjoy the celebration with Carrie. Know that we are very proud of you and we love you a lot. So cheers to your induction into the Canada Walk of Fame.
Hi, Ron. Hey, it's Brent here, Ron. I just want to congratulate both yourself and Don on the Canadian Walk of Fame. I think it's obviously a great accomplishment, and for yourself, everything you've done for this community and Red Deer and Central Alberta, and for the game of hockey too, and sports in general, for all the years and all the time that you've put into everything and the great work you've done. It's certainly well deserved, and again, congrats to both you and Don.
Hi, Ron. It's Paul Mason, a face from the past, the very far past, too. You can tell by the hairline. Anyway, Ron, I just got to say major congratulations to you and Don for being inducted into Canada's Walk of Fame. It's incredible. It can't be any more deserving than you and Don receiving that. So congratulations from me and really from everybody in the Central Alberta community. You've done so many things here over the years. I was thinking back, and you were part of raising a lot of money here in Red Deer, and it's one of the things I respected about you. You never forgot where you were from. You came back, we did the golf tournaments, a lot of money went into the community, and I know the community will never forget you for that. So thank you on behalf of the community for that. I want to say something that sounds a little corny. People say it, but in this case it really is appropriate. I was looking in the dictionary for the word icon, and this is the corny part. I looked it up, and honestly, I thought it was corny until I looked it up, and who did I see? Ron MacLean's picture there. And Ron, I'm half joking, but seriously, I'm not. There can't be another person that could be a better person that we call icon in Canada than Ron MacLean. And I want to know from a person-to-person thing, one of the things I've respected most about you in your career and in the way you live is you never forget where you're from. You always think of other people. Your memory, which unfortunately I don't have and wish I did, you never forget the positive stories that you share about people that you meet. That is a major positive quality. And I have the utmost respect for you. You're not somebody that sits up on a throne and talk about how great you are. But you know what? You're a great man and you're a great Canadian. And I have the utmost respect for you, Ron. And I also know that you don't do it on your own. I know Carrie is right there with you, and I just want to congratulate the two of you on everything you've given back to Canada. Congrats, Ron. I remember back in the days when you were here and we'd be partying out in Sylvan Lake. And I remember being in Danny Teed, who, as you remember, was our morning show host, and we'd be standing in the kitchen, and you were the most stubborn guy. You and I'd be arguing about whether a goaltender or a defenseman was the most valuable player on a team. And of course, I'm one of those guys that has to convince the other person as well that maybe I'm right. But we never did resolve that, other than the fact that having a son as a goaltender, you and I both know that you knew I was going to get the last word, that a goaltender is the most valuable player on a hockey team. All the best, Ron. You're a great guy.
Hi, Ron. I'm here in Red Deer at one of your old haunts, St. Thomas Aquinas, wanting to wish you and your Hockey Night in Canada buddy, Don Cherry, congratulations on your induction into the Walk of Fame. What a great thing to happen to you guys. You've been a part of hockey and people's lives on Saturday night for a long time, and just thrilled that this has happened to you. So you do a great job of connecting with people. And when I think of Ron, I think of making connections and how you weave stories and lives and events and places and pull it all together somehow and come up with a happy ending. So it's nice to have made a connection with you in my life through Friends of Red Deer and our roots in Nova Scotia. And just want to say thank you for all that you've done for Canadians and helping us stay connected, and wish you all the best as you continue your journey as a now famous Canadian.
Congratulations, Ron and Don, on Canada's Walk of Fame. That's fabulous. Ron, congratulations over the years. Lots of fun stories, including waxing the wrong side of the surfboard in Hawaii, or the late night debates. Not sure who won, but certainly a lot of fun along the way, and lots of experiences. I think you've convinced me that losing the game against Elburn was a character builder, even though many years I didn't think that. So just wanted to say you're a generous soul, certainly well deserving of the award and bringing pride to Canadians, but certainly bringing a lot of pride to Red Deer. Thanks, Ron. Thanks, Don. Congratulations.
Hey, Ron. Congratulations on your Walk of Fame honor. You must be very proud of yourself. When thinking back on all of our escapades that we've gone through, one of the ones that really stands out in my mind and always brings some laughter when I think about it is after a night of driving around partying or whatever, we end up at the Kentucky Fried Chicken in the drive-in, and we're rolling up to the order microphone, and the whole idea is, as we talk about this, the whole idea is that, okay, we're not going to burst into laughter, we're just going to kind of have things very calm. And as we roll closer and closer, the tension starts to build, and you roll down your window, get a breath of fresh air, and like everything is cool. And then she says, "Can I take your order?" And then from that moment on, it's just laughter. We cannot stop laughing, and we cannot stop. We cannot stop. We spit out an order, but it's not really what we wanted. Anyhow, I think you remember that. It's all good, and congratulations again. Well deserved, and 2 thumbs up, buddy.
Ron, it's your good buddy Neil Walls in Red Deer. I'm just here to congratulate you on your latest achievement and getting inducted onto the Walk of Fame, and I'd like to congratulate you and Don on this great achievement. I know over the years we've had a lot of fun when we were kids. I remember playing a lot of table hockey with you. In fact, it was so bad players were flying off the game quicker if we lost, and you had that one patented move where you'd shove the centerman right through my throat, and I had my right winger pick the corner, and I remember those days. They were lots of fun. Also, you taught me the art of the proper way to throw a golf club on the golf course, so I remember that thoroughly too. So at this stage, I know I could go on. I know other guys have probably trashed you pretty good. I'm not going to really trash you. I'd just like to say hi also to Carrie, and also if you could say hi to your dad for me, that would be great too. And I wish you all the best on this great day, and we'll hopefully talk to you soon when you're out west.
Hey Ron, congratulations from the Rutherfords here in St. Albert. Just wanted to wish you all the best with you and Don being inducted to the Canada Walk of Fame. I was thinking about how long ago I met you and Todd brought you home, and laughing about some of the escapades you two got in and involved me in, like the salted orange juice incident. I still laugh about that, and so I just wanted to send our congratulations, and Also, remember the other great partnership you have with your wife Carrie, and like to think I was a little bit instrumental in making that partnership happen, and I'm sure that one's going to go on for a long time. You've got a good woman by your side, and she's a big part of your success, I'm sure. But congratulations, and enjoy the day. It couldn't happen to a more deserving, nicer fellow, so we're all so happy for you. So signing off, and we'll see you later.
Congratulations, Ron and Dawn, on your award, Canada's Walk of Fame. We're very proud of you. We have many, many stories that we could share with you, but everything from almost meeting Wayne Gretzky, the infamous night in Montreal, to carving pumpkins at our cabin. Many special memories, but I think we'll keep those for the people that were there. Congratulations again. We're very, very proud of you. And to Carrie as well, because you cannot win an award like this without your spouse. Thank you.
Well, congratulations to Ron and Dawn on their Walk of Fame for 2015 inductees. We're here at Camille J. LaRouche School, where Ron and I went to high school together. As you can see, Ron, our tables are still in the foyer area here, where we used to gather and spend a lot of time, and some of those times were, of course, with you in the hallways. We'd hear the voice, the silver voice of Ron MacLean as the DJ during the noon hours, and I think it's still kind of floating in the hallway here. Ron, I'd just like to say that I remember coming to Camille here as a student, my graduation year in grade 12, and you're one of the people that really, really made me feel welcome, as you always do. You're a type of guy that, and everybody knows this about Ron, when he talks to you, it's like nobody else is around, and so he makes you feel very, very special. And I really value our friendship over the years. I know we don't get to see each other, but thank you very much for all the shout-outs over the years, and for the band that I play in as well. Thank you very much, and the boys in the band. St. James Gate also say thank you, Ron, for all the things that you've done for us in the background.
Wow, Canada's Walk of Fame. Congratulations to you, Ron MacLean. That's amazing. We're so many people that I've talked to just recently are thinking, yeah, that is amazing. And you'll be laid along the likes of Rush, Joni Mitchell, Gordon Lightfoot, Neil Young, Glenn Gould, Oscar Peterson, and as you should be, you know, for our shared love of music. As we've played albums over and over. You'll also be laid along the likes of Bobby Orr, Gordie Howe, Wayne Gretzky, Stephen Nash, the Crazy Canucks, and again, as you should be, for your love of sports. The way you describe it, the stats you remember, you baffle us around here. That's amazing. You will also be laid along the sides of John Candy, Leslie Nielsen, Jim Carrey, Wayne and Schuster, and again, as you should, for your own wit and humor, the way you make us smile. You will also be laid along the sides of Terry Fox and Rick Hansen, again, as you should be, for the way you share and care about other people, which is, again, thank you very much, Ron MacLean. Oh, you will also be laid along the sides of Pamela Anderson, you know, for your love of boobs, or I mean, great acting, I should say. Anyways, well, again, congratulations to you again, my friend, for the great things you have done in representing this beautiful country of ours, Canada. Hey, and it's always great when you stop by this place, this little pub in Red Deer, Alberta, Canada, and it's especially great when you get on this stage and you also join in on the entertainment. You crack the people up around here. And once again, and say hi to Carrie. Hi, Carrie. Well, actually, you'll probably watch this too. Hi, Carrie. Oh, and congratulations to you too, Dawn Cherry, because, you know, you make Ron MacLean look so good. Well, once again, be well, take care. We always love seeing you, and have a great one. Congratulations again, my friend. Be well.
Ron, it's great to be here at the old CKRD building where I first met you, which would probably be about 32 years ago, maybe 33 years ago now. And I know I mentioned this on occasion when I saw you in the past, but you know, as a television director and probably the first one to work with you, I know probably better than almost anyone in the country how good you really are. I remember you going and writing your scripts back in the days where we had very little video, and you would write these massive scripts, and you'd bring them in and you'd plop them down in front of me, and even though we had a prompter, you didn't prompt them. And I'd be sitting there and I'd be following along, you know, changing slides and things like that in the background window, and you'd rarely miss a word. You would only look down, I think, for posterity at the end of a script. I don't think you needed to look down at all. I think that you would memorize that 10 minutes somehow, which is something I have no idea, and I've really not come across anyone since who has. And you would deliver it all right into the camera. It blew my mind. So I can see why you've had great success. I can see why you're now being honored along with Don for a star on the Walk of Fame. I think it's totally deserved. I think what you have done for the city of Red Deer over the years by continually keeping them front and center in your public life, I think has been a real value to this community. And you know, I am really excited for your future. I'm excited for this period in time that you're being honored. And I'm really proud to be able to call you a friend and someone that worked with you once upon a time. Clearly, I taught you well. Take care.
Congratulations, Uncle Ron and Don Cherry, on being inducted into the Canada Walk of Fame.
Congratulations, Ron and Don, for being inducted into the Canada Walk of Fame. I remember you for many, many years doing the midnight session at the CKRD. If I wanted to find my children on a Saturday night, I knew where to call because that's where they were, keeping you company. Again, congratulations.
That's Klaatu. We're off, you know. Good morning, I'm Ron MacLean. You're listening to song Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Baby, you're fair game. It's 12:25 and a half with MacLean.
Ron, it's hard to believe that a chance meeting in the early 80s would springboard you to this monstrous career that you've had. It is an honor for me to know you and really to work the year that I did with you. But you know, to get inducted into this the Walk of Fame is a wonderful thing that has happened to you. You know, I can still look back at your face, and I think it's probably one of the memories that I have, the game in Calgary against the Canucks and a 6-1 defeat. And we get on the bus to come back to Red Deer, and of course you sit beside me. I'm fuming, and you're bubbly and want to talk hockey. And you ask, are we not stopping to eat? And my words to you were, 6-1, we don't eat. And from that time on, I know that you checked with the trainer to make sure that there was food after the game because it was a long day for you. So I'll always remember that. And it is, in my mind, probably one of the biggest, for a person to get inducted into that from sports is something that I'm sure you're very proud of, and I know us Red Deer people are too. Thanks. Congratulations.
Hi, Ron, and congratulations. Just great to hear. You're a classy guy, a great guy, and you still always got those Western roots. You're a cowboy at heart, I guess. So just congratulations to you and your family. Outstanding. Maybe see you down the road.
Hi there, Ron. Well, you know, every walk of greatness starts somewhere, and you may recognize the building behind me because, of course, many of your first steps were in this building, CKRD, RDTV, whatever you want to call it. This is where we had a lot of good times together, and, of course, just over there in the midnight shifts when you were doing CKRD radio, and lots of memories at a place like this. You know, even before you had Dawn, you had your own WKRP-like cast of characters here, and I can, I'm sure, share a lot of memories with you about some of those odd and unusual types. I guess I was the Les Nessman of the bunch, reading your grain and hog prices, as I remembered you pulling down the weather board, complete with its, happy faces and community events scrawled all over it. And as a young broadcaster, fresh off the farm, I really learned a lot and absorbed a lot in terms of watching you, whether it was about, promoting community and being upbeat and always being able to adapt, or, really, of course, the biggest lesson was just being genuine. Didn't matter if the camera light was on or off, to just be yourself. And I really appreciated learning all that in working with you. Of course, you were on a fast track to success, and as much as we all hated to see you leave here, we knew that you were bound for greater things, and we really watched your journey with pride. And of course, now to see where you are now, it's great. I really was thankful I had a chance to work with you a couple of times since, and still learning stuff from you. The way you do your homework, I worked Calgary Stampede with you, and you knew more about the Cowboys that I'd spent 3 weeks covering just before, and the way you do your homework, and of course still always amazed by how you remember names and faces. They just get imprinted in that photographic memory of yours, and still admire and aspire to things like that. So we just privileged to feel that I've had a chance to learn and work with you firsthand, and really want to congratulate you and Dawn, and you and Carrie, because she's put up with you all these years. And I look forward to getting down to Toronto and checking out you and Dawn's star there on the Walk of Fame. So here's to the memories from Red Deer, and again, congratulations.
Hey Ron, congrats on the big star that you're in now. Have to throw something for memories back at you. Everybody, I thought I was going to be the only one into it when we were talking about the when we used to pick you up at the radio station. But I guess everybody's talking about that, so we'll let that one pass. Got to say, when you came to the boys' hockey when we were in Ontario, that was great. That was the biggest surprise to all them. They didn't believe that I even knew you, and you made them all feel so welcome, and even when they lost that, you come into the room and made them sound like they shouldn't have lost it. But it was great, and then all the maybe the beer you might have bought, I'm not sure. That was great. They loved it, and congrats on what you do. You deserve it, buddy, and good on you. Take care.
Hi, Ron. Congratulations for you and Dawn on getting your star on the Canadian Walk of Fame. I'm very proud of you, and it reminds me of a bunch of stories and I know we've argued about this before, but I'm adamant on this. The first time that we met, and we were downstairs taking shots on each other, and Mom comes down because she always made us a snack because I had a nice new little friend coming over, and we were talking about what we were going to be when we grew up, and I was going to be an accountant like my dad, and of course look where I ended up, and you were going to be the color commentator on Hockey Night in Canada for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Now, I know you said many times, but I'm standing by this, and I'm very proud of you, and my dad was always very proud of you too, and you know how Big Roy thought about you. And you're an icon, buddy. Congrats.
Ron, just to give you a little bit of the history now, this is the gym floor. It is now the cafeteria, unfortunately, but this is where we used to play basketball together in this space. It's kind of funny over the years. Now I can reminisce a little bit, and now I'm the vice principal here, and this is my day here, and all those years ago we used to be right here having fun, playing some basketball together.
Hey Ron and Dawn, we're here to wish you a big congratulations on the Canada Walk of Fame. We're really excited that this has happened, and we think it's well deserved. We do have a few stories though of Ron, and I'm pretty sure those stories didn't make it into the nomination package. So shall we begin?
Ron, just want to say great congratulations. You're Red Deer's native storyteller, and I don't think probably a more deserving person to represent the city with this award. It's such a big honor, and we look forward to having you involved in the Canada Games in 2019, and have some fun tonight, and not too much fun, and stay away from Marty Vellner.
And I really want to thank Carrie for being the backstop too. Of course, you know me, and I want to make sure that the women get their due course here. So thanks, Carrie, for being there for Ron all the time. And I can remember the time that we sat around with the Ron MacLean Foundation, and we were doing the golf tournaments, and we were trying to figure out who was going to do what, and we had a pretty good times there. So Ron, thanks again for being part of the 2019 Games, the Red Deer Rally. That was unbelievable. We really appreciated it.
Great job, Ron. Have fun.
Have fun. Oh yeah, and to you too, Don.
Ron, it's always a little awkward when a politician gets thrown into the penalty box, but you're well familiar with that. Ron, we absolutely couldn't be prouder of you on being named to Canada's Walk of Fame. Not only is your legacy alive and well in this great community of Red Deer, we're just so thankful that you continue to carry our message to the rest of Canada as our honorary co-chair for the 2019 Canada Winter Games. All the best to you and Carrie. We look forward to welcoming you back in 2019. And if you want, you can even bring that guy with the loud jackets when you come back. Thanks, Ron. Congratulations. All the best.
Hey Ron, how's it going? We just wanted to congratulate you on getting your star on the Walk of Fame.
Yeah, congratulations. We just kind of wanted to share a moment that, kind of meant a lot to us. We had a playoff game there a couple years ago in our final season for Mitch and I, and you came into the room after the game and kind of talked about the game and how we played, and I just wanted to say thanks, and it meant a lot seeing you down there and kind of letting us know that you cared about the game, and that was really cool. So,
Ron, I just wanted to point out how much respect young sports fans across Canada have for you, and it was illustrated for me when you walked into that room. And it's awfully hard to get 25, 17 to 21-year-old junior lacrosse players to shut up after a lacrosse game. And as each one of them started to see you walk around the corner, that room went absolutely quiet. And I'll remember the looks on the faces of some of the guys. They were seeing a star in their eyes, and that room was so quiet you could have heard a pin drop. And I've quite honestly not seen anybody else pull that off with that group of 25 guys. So that really said a lot to me about what you mean. So thank you very much. The other thing that really impressed me, Ron, and it just shows to me how passionate you are about sports, is that I think Marty had told us that you had not been to very many lacrosse games before that game. And I remember you coming in with your game program, and you had little notes written all over it and little scribbles and numbers, and one of the things you did was actually broke the game down and pointed out 2 or 3 really key plays, a couple of goals and a turnover, and you said how that had really turned the tide of the game and really given us our comeback. And for a guy who didn't know lacrosse, I was amazed at how you had really nailed what had happened in that game, and again, it just shows to me your commitment to sports in general, and it was pretty cool to see that.
Yeah, it was just incredible to me when you walked in the room and you could name every player on our team and something about what they did in that game that was good. And to see the kids' faces when you name dropped them was incredible to me.
Congratulations, Ron. Certainly a well-deserved award. I remembered back my first time I ever saw Ron MacLean, and it was my first day of actually coming to work for CKRD Radio and Television when we were downtown. As I went up the stairs to get up to the offices, I could hear some noises coming out of the hallway, and lo and behold, there was a program manager addressing a young disc jockey about how short his career in this industry was going to be. And I didn't know what that was about, but I just squeaked by and went into the offices, and then found out later it was because you and Marty Vellner and Pat Quinnell were drinking beer in the control room on the evening shifts that you were doing. So I thought, hey, this kid will make it. He'll be a good broadcaster. You know, the other thing that I do remember, the very first fundraising event that Ron, of course, you did our MC work for, was the fundraiser for the Red Deer College Kings fundraising event to raise $50,000 to go and play hockey in Russia, which was a really big deal back in the early 80s. We had Bobby Hull come in to be a guest speaker at this event, and Ron's mom got pretty darn protective, and that, as you can recall, he had the flu and basically was in bed for a couple of days prior to the event, and I kept calling because I was panicking. What were we going to do without Ron as an MC? Anyway, he hauled himself out of bed, and I guess it's reminiscent of hockey players that play when they're sick. They'll most likely go out and have a hat trick. Well, he sure did for us, and we raised $55,000 that night, and Ron, those kids still remember that event forever. It was really a lot of fun.
Congratulations, Ron and Don, on the Walk of Fame. Don, as Ron's writing partner in the West, I too have to listen to his liberal, bleeding heart, seal meat eating, union loving stories. But I still love the guy. What are you going to do?
Hey, Ron, seems like a long time ago that you and I were working together in Calgary, covering those classic battles of Alberta back in the 80s, working with the kid, as we used to say. And if you were a kid, where does that leave me? Anyway, as a broadcaster, you're great. As a man of integrity, even better. And as a friend, the best. Congratulations, Ron.
Ron, I love you. You're the best. And there's no one I'd rather do the Vulcan mind meld with.
Hey, Ronnie, I just want to add my congratulations to you and Don for receiving your star on Canada's Walk of Fame. You guys are a unique part of the Canadian fabric and certainly deserving of the recognition you're getting. No, seriously, Ron, I'm thrilled for you, and I know you hate the P word, but I'm proud of you as well, and hopefully it's okay when it's, you know, conveyed upon you by somebody else. Anyway, lots of great memories. You know, that trip that we did down to Jackson Hole in the motorhome with Roscoe comes to mind, and drinking your minibar dry a few times in Edmonton, and Don coming across us all crashed in your room the next day and wondering what to make of that. Some funny stories for sure. I always think it's kind of neat that to you know, kind of watch the Walk of Fame Ron do his job, and then contrast that with the late night Ron that not everybody gets to see, but that's where the real talent comes out, and along with the Talking Heads videos and the flying CDs and all the stuff that typically happens late at night. So anyway, we've had lots of great times together, and you know, you're really a unique individual, and boy, you know, if it's a young kid that you're talking to, a starstruck kid that you take the time to talk to, or any number of the athletes that you interview, or your old friends or acquaintances, all of us just know you as a really great, genuine guy. That's your gift. And I just want to say congratulations, buddy. Love you, man.
Ron MacLean couldn't happen to a nicer guy. And we're so happy here in Red Deer for him. It's just unbelievable what that guy can do, and what he's done for, not just for himself and his good family, but for all of hockey, and especially Red Deer. He always remembers us, and we certainly remember him. I'll tell you, I remember him when he was a squeaky voice on radio, and I remember shortly after that seeing him skating around the rink. I didn't think he'd ever make a referee, because I didn't think he was that good a skater, but he fooled all of us, and not just with the radio, but skating and refereeing and just being a good hockey man. He was just so wonderful to be around, and he treated everybody the same. I can remember when I was doing civil weddings, and Ron MacLean was best man, and I can remember how well he handled that. So it's just a wonderful thing, and couldn't happen to a nicer man.
Yeah, you know, Ron, your genuine kind of talent and your uniqueness in the media world is that the fact that you'll just take the time, you know, regardless of what pressures are around you, to talk to everybody, to make everybody feel important. That's your unique gift, is that it's not about you. It's always about the people around you and making them look good and making them feel important. And you just do such a wonderful job of that.
So, hello everybody. How's everybody doing tonight?
for the St. James Gate. Are they great? Glenn MacLeod and I went to school together all through the, as you can imagine, there's a lot of Red Deer and Sylvan Lake buddies here tonight, but Glenn at the gate, that's Glenn waving to you. He was a star of Greece. He was the most incredible performer on stage at the old Memorial Center, and he used to blow us. All my buddies played guitar except me, and I ended up with the bagpipes, grapes. But there's a chance we might get into the gate one of these days. But they did a great job, and guys, we trapped you playing, so they're going to give you kudos on the air. The lay of the land, we're going to go on live here in about 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes. And I'll throw it inside to Cassie Campbell Pascal eventually. But Don is here for the Coach's Corner. And I can't get rid of him. I remember we did a Katie Lang special here one summer 20 years ago. And I was in a parade with Katie Lang. And everybody said, "Where's your buddy? Where's your buddy Don?" And that's all they wanted was Don. They didn't care that I was in the parade.